In the next few videos, I will be concluding my 2-year-long journey across Sulawesi in Indonesia's most northern territory. But before we send Garuda home, we have a few more things to explore. And in today's video, we start from Manado. Together with my friend Anto, we set out to sea to look for the deep sea giants that hides in the dark at 200 meters depth. We will visit Bunaken National Park, famous for its incredible diving and massive sea turtles. And of course, I will try the local cuisine and the legendary Ragey skewers. Let's get the adventure started.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristian Hansen. I've come here to Manado in North Sulawesi. It only took me around a 1-hour drive from Tomohon that we visited in the last episode, because this place is famous for its many dive sites and its beautiful surrounding islands. And I've checked into Hotel Aston here in Manado because maybe some of you remember a couple of years ago I was exploring Banjarmasin in Kalimantan. There I also stayed at Hotel Aston, and there I met their GM, Pak Didik. And now Pak Didik have moved to Manado. Hey bro.
Hi bro.
Good to see you.
I'm good. And good?
Good. So of course I had to stay at Aston again. And they have provided me with a really nice room. But instead of just staying in another luxury dive resort, which I've tried so many times in Sulawesi already, I thought for this last episode we should go on a proper adventure. So for the last week, I've been on calls with locals, airlines, boat owners, I've talked to guides, hotels, and so many more. And even after all that planning, I'm still not sure if this trip is gonna work out. I'm pretty sure that we're just gonna have to wing it and see how it goes. And now, I've come down to the restaurant because it's dinner time and I want to show you my favorite meal here from North Sulawesi. It's called Tuna woku or ikan woku. So it is a dish filled with spices and herbs like ginger, kaffir lime leaves, chili, tomatoes, garlic, basil, shallots, turmeric, lime juice, pandan leaves, and calamansi. And that's what gives it so much flavor. Because fish is actually a very important part of the life here in North Sulawesi. So tomorrow we're gonna meet with a local friend of mine, Anto, and he's gonna show us exactly why. But first, makan dulu. Yes. Makan dulu. Wah, lapar sekali. And it looks so good how the chef here has prepared the tuna. Alright guys, it is time for our first excursion here from Manado. And right now I'm waiting for my friend Anto to come and pick me up, because Anto is actually a local content creator here in Manado and he makes content about fishing. Anto, he goes deep sea fishing and is known for catching some monsters of fish. I'm not a pro in any way, but Anto is an expert, so hopefully I can learn some good fishing tips from him. So yeah, let's go and meet Anto and let's go and catch some monsters, hopefully. Hey, there you are. He's already here.
I'm fine.
Good to see you.
Come on, mate.
Are we ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. So actually I met Anto berapa bulan lalu bro? Kita bertemu di Banggai.
3 bulan lalu.
3 bulan ya?
Yeah.
And I didn't know Anto, and he said, if you come to Manado, we have to go fishing together. And I said, Basti, let's do it. So we stayed in contact, and here we are, and now we're gonna learn from a proper fishing expert. Nanti kasih saran ya?
Nah, pokoknya nanti saya akan kasih ajar bagaimana caranya mancing yang benar. Karena masih first time, pertama kali mancing laut dalam ya.
Iya.
Jadi pokoknya Kristian Hansen harus bisa mancing.
Nah, nanti berapa meter di dalam?
Nah, kita nanti mancing di spot pertama itu 170 meter. 107 meter nanti kita sorenya ada spot-spot ikan laut dalam kayak mata bongsang itu kedalamannya di 350.
Wow, so deep.
Tonton terus channel Kristian Hansen.
Ojo lali yo.
Ojo lali ditonton ya Rek ya.
because Anto is actually from Jawa Tengah. He's from Solo. So yeah, I saw in his videos he's always saying like, "Oh, just kandos." So yeah. Okay.
We made a quick stop to buy some fishing gear. And that day, I would learn that fishing is apparently a quite expensive hobby. After making it down to the small port, we met up with Anto's crew, our captain, Pak Carter, and our chef for the day, Pak Hendra.
Alright, we've made it to Pantai Los Malalaya. And actually I have no idea how far out we have to go. I haven't even asked Anto like how long is it gonna take. He just said like, yeah, maybe until night, but night could be yeah, very long night, so let's see. Halo Pak, selamat sore. All the other fishermen are sitting here, I think either preparing their gear or gambling. I think they're gambling.
But gambling in Indonesia is actually illegal, so you won't see any money on the table until the round is finished. Anto is actually Javanese, but lives and works here in Manado as a police officer. During the pandemic, he started creating fishing content, which have now made him one of the most famous creators in all of North Sulawesi, with roughly 650,000 followers and collaboration deals with various fishing brands.
Okay.
And with Anto's channel name written across the hull, we left Manado behind and headed out to sea, where an unexpected welcoming committee awaited our arrival.
Wow! Ada dolphin, guys! Wow! Wow! Wih. So cool, so cool.
The guys then prepped our fishing gear, and they used what's called a metal jig to imitate small bait fish. And to increase my odds, they used real fish as bait on my hook. But it seems like a lot have changed since I went fishing as a kid, because I was gonna try Anto's super cool electric fishing rod. It's hooked to a battery, so you don't have to manually hoist the line. And it was making Anto's manual fishing rod look a little bit tiny. But he then reminded me that size doesn't matter as long as you've got endurance and strength.
Jadi saya kasih saran sama Mr. Chris. Jadi untuk mancing laut dalam ini, ikan itu makan biasanya dari pagi dan sore hari. Jadi kita sarankan kalau mancing laut dalam, kita berangkatnya jam-jam 3 dan ikan itu aktif nanti di jam 4 sampai jam 6 sore.
Kalau ada strike saya harus seperti ini atau ini atau gimana?
Itu sarannya kalau misalnya strike buat pemula ya. Begitu kita sudah terasa ikan makan, kita harus buka bak. Buka begini. Supaya
oke. Jadi saya harus seperti
kamu harus buka. Joran harus dihentak kuat.
Oke.
Supaya nyantol di bibir ikan.
Oke.
Pegang dulu.
Oke. Tapi gimana nanti kalau ikannya sangat besar dan saya tidak bisa?
Bisa lah.
Bisa?
Oh, tenaganya kuat ini. Oke.
Seperti ini ya?
Yes. Ya.
Oke. Sudah berapa meter?
Masih 77 sampai di 170 nanti.
Oke. Jadi saya tidak harus pakai ini lagi, seperti ini aja?
Iya.
We are now at 130 meters, and actually I don't understand how it's not breaking. It's bending so much because it's so deep. It's quite hard. I'm already spending a lot of energy just holding it, so I'm a little bit afraid if I get what we call here a strike. If I catch one, it'll be super hard to pull up. So actually, Anto and I, we have a bet. Siapa yang dapat ikan yang paling kecil
itu
harus bayar 100.000
paling
ya.
kecil atau paling besar?
Kalau kamu dapat yang paling besar, saya harus bayar 100 ya.
Oh iya.
Oke. 100 juta ya.
100.000.
Oke, 100.000 aja.
Because the line is so deep, the metal jig and the hook feels very heavy. So you have to patiently try and feel through the line if the fish are trying to nibble at the bait. But it's a lot more difficult than it looks.
Woi, strike. Strike.
The strike. Anto has the strike already. I don't understand why it's not breaking. Look how much it's bending. It's crazy.
Asli kertang. Iya.
Oh, it's taking a long time ya.
Wah.
Semangat bro. Mungkin besok sudah naik ya?
Besok pagi. Oh, monster!
Monster!
Wow!
Wow! Wow, it's big! Wah, apa ini? Ikan apa?
It might look like a barracuda, but it's actually a barracuda, a completely different species, and you can tell by the long black fin running down its back.
I wanted to be the one to catch the first fish, but yeah, of course the expert catches the first one. Now it's my turn.
We then set course for the volcanic island of Manado in the Bunaken National Park. Anto and I had a good chat about creating content, and as he focused more on short-form content, I was impressed to see that already a few hours into our trip, he was already exporting his first reel. Our next deep-sea fishing spot would be off the coast of Manado. It didn't look like the sunset would be anything special, but I sent up the drone anyway. I'm not sure if I just got lucky that day, but I cannot remember the last time I saw a sunset like this. It looked like the sky and the ocean were set on fire. We then turned on the big spotlights, as they help attract small fish and squids that we can use as bait. And it sure was working. And it seemed like Anto had chosen a good spot for us, because suddenly the guys were catching fish left, right, and center. And they were making it look so easy. And I was about to learn that it's hard work.
Wow.
Ayo bang, naik! In case you haven't tried this before, you can just feel the acid in your muscles, in your shoulders, your biceps. Ascension, man!
Ya, lagi.
Chris.
Mantap. Wah, capek. That is how it feels and look like to catch a Dr. Tuna. Oh my god. Mati nih.
While we continued to the next spot, Anto he told me, over a cup of hot coffee, about the thing most people actually don't know about this hobby.
Oke, jadi kita tuh mancing itu ya adalah hobi yang menyenangkan, tapi hobi ini cukup mahal. Karena apa? Kita tuh harus, kalau nggak punya boot, kita harus sewa boot. Belum alat pancing yang kita bawa. Kalau umpan kita ini putus, kalau mancing jigging ya, umpan kita ini putus ini, kalau satu set ini kurang lebih 250.000 ya. Kalau putus ya sudah 250.000 hilang. Itu baru satu. Kalau kita putusnya satu hari 3 atau 4 bahkan 5. Seperti hari ini kita bawa BBM 100 liter lah. Pertama kurang lebih 1 juta lebih lah.
Mahal kalau suka mancing.
Mahal.
The downside about deep sea fishing is that we never know what we might catch. And suddenly, at plus 200 meters depth, I accidentally hooked something that I had joked about catching earlier.
Sebentar Anto harus kasih saya 100 juta. I should have not have gone to the gym this morning. Mungkin ini seperti hiu. If I pull this fish up and it turns out to be 3 kilos, I think they will all laugh a lot. I just tell the guys I'm afraid that it will let go because it's going up so slowly. It's saying like 49 meters, 48 meters, so it's taking forever. It's staying at 32 meters. It will not go up.
26, oke.
26.
Sudah mulai naik.
Astagfirullah.
Ini besar.
Besar.
Babon guys. Ini nak pakai edit ini ya. Sorry ya.
Sorry ya.
Asli.
Asli. 5 meter.
Ayo sayang.
Apa dia? 3 meter.
Di mana dia?
Terus.
Ya, manual.
Manual.
Naik lagi. Ya.
Hai, fuck that. Cuk, man.
Cuk. Naik lagi. Ya, bentar. Lagi.
Hai.
Woi. Wow. Apa ini?
Angkat.
Awas patah.
Ya, aman.
Awas mau pulang. Marlin.
Hah? Oke.
Fuck that. Cuk, man.
Di bawah di sebelah.
Hiu, sesuai permintaan. Hiu.
Hiu. Itu ikan itu ikan. Wow, shark.
Apa itu?
Shark.
Itu hiu.
Hiu.
Hiu sesuai permintaan.
But tidak boleh. Ay, it's a hiu.
Harus lepas, makanya jangan minta.
Oh my god. It's a shame. Oh my god.
Sudah?
Putus.
Saya dapat hiu.
Sesuai permintaan. Tadi minta ikan apa?
Ikan hiu pak.
Hiu. Dapat hiu kan? Hiu.
It was dinner time, and Anto had seen on my Instagram that I love eating woku. So Chef Hendra got to work. Anto picked the fish, and that's when I realized we had never talked about how long this trip would actually be.
Malam hari ini kita makan enak lagi pokoknya. Bersama Mas Kris tentunya. Jos kandos. Jadi ikan yang kita masak tuh namanya ikan rainbow runner. Ini kan pasti segar sekali.
Kita makan terus mancing lagi.
Mancing lagi.
Oke. Kalian mancing sampai jam berapa?
Sampai pagi.
Sampai pagi?
Yes.
Jam berapa pagi?
Pagi kita jam 6 kita balik.
Iya, hari ini juga.
Iya. Oke.
Serius?
9 more hours of fishing seemed like a bit more than I had imagined. But with the smell of the many spices in the woku, all I could think was, makan dulu.
Alright guys, it is 9 o'clock and it's dinner time. And now our chef have cooked all the delicious spices. There's so much taste in this sauce. It's so good. Langsung dari laut.
Masak.
Masak?
Perut.
Masuk perut. It's perfect. Jos.
Jos tambah.
Nah, rasa tambah. Alright guys, it is 11 o'clock and the guys, they continue to fish. We have a lot of current right now, so it's actually difficult for them to get the hook as deep as they want. And yeah, I think here at 11 o'clock I found out the difference between the really fishing enthusiast and then someone who just likes to join a fishing trip, because I'm tired and just, yeah, for the last 45 minutes I've been so seasick. I was for sure I was gonna throw out because there've been a lot of big waves, but the guys, they want to catch a bit more, so right now I'm just waiting. And yeah, I also don't want to push them to go home because, yeah, we came a long way. Fishing is good fun, but could I do it until like 6 o'clock in the morning? Definitely not. It is 3 o'clock and it's time to go and get some sleep. And I think we can safely say from all of the fish that we have caught today, I think the person who caught the most was Mahendra. So the juara today is Mahendra. Terima kasih banyak. He is the winner today. Good job. Sangat good job. And I asked Anto, what will you do with all this fish? Are you gonna sell it? And he said, no, there's so much fish here. They cannot eat it, all of the guys here. So they're gonna split it and then they're gonna give something out here to the small kampung here. So really nice. Guys, terima kasih banyak.
Okay.
Thanks for today.
Jos.
Jos, gandos.
Jos Gandos.
Now, saya mau tidur.
Okay.
Oke, pulang. Selamat pagi, guys. It is another beautiful morning here in Indonesia. And this morning, we're going to Bunaken Island. Because this place is famous for diving. Actually, the area near Manado here is very famous for diving. We have the Lembe Strait, where you can see a lot of macro stuff. We have Bangka Island, and then we have Bunaken. And Bunaken was actually recognized as a national marine protected area in 1991. It was one of the first here in Indonesia because it's been recognized as one of the areas with the highest marine biodiversity in the world. So of course we have to try and dive there. And this morning I've asked the Aston team and a couple of friends to join me, so let's get to it. Selamat pagi, guys.
Selamat pagi. Morning.
Siap?
Okay, ready.
Okay, let's go.
We then drove down to Marina Plaza, where we would meet with the best tour organizer here, called Welcome Manado. And it turns out the owner, Aldo, and his family are big fans and have been watching my videos for a long time. So Aldo had arranged for a really nice boat to take us to Bunaken National Park. Not that one, but this one. Tourism has really grown in Manado and it's become one of the go-to destinations in Indonesia for diving, both for local and international tourists. So I, of course, had to go and check this out for myself.
So guys, I just checked my Garmin dive watch and I can see that it's actually been more than 150 days since my last dive. I am so happy that I took my dive certification last year. A completely new world has opened up. So if you like traveling, if you like adventure, I can really recommend taking that dive certification, whether it's with PADI or SSI or any of the other providers. Once you're out traveling, especially here in Indonesia, so many new opportunities open up if you have the certification to dive. So, and yes, it can be scary. I was a bit scared in the beginning as well, but like anything new, you just have to get used to it. Yes.
It was then time for us to find some turtles. I will usually film with my GoPro, but that day, my friend Mario had offered to help film with his big camera setup. Bunaken is home to 5 species of sea turtles. So we dove down to 15 meters depth, as that is where they will usually hang out. While we waited for the turtles to show up, a boxfish passed by, and a white-spotted moray eel stuck its head out to greet us. The wall felt like a small bustling city, and suddenly something cast a shadow above me. The green sea turtle are the most common to see here. This was the first time I have ever seen turtles being so comfortable with divers. And that's because they're protected here. So over time, they have learned that divers aren't a threat. And the more slowly you move, the closer you will be able to get. they come to the wall to eat the sponges and algae that grows on the reef. It might look like they're eating or damaging the coral, but they're actually just scraping the surface. And this helps the coral stay healthy and avoid an overgrowth of sponges, similar to mowing a lawn. I know it's tempting to touch them when they get close, but did you know that you'll most likely harm the turtles by doing so? Because when a turtle is touched or grabbed, their heart rate will increase and it will make them spend more oxygen, so they will need to surface faster. Their shell isn't just armor, it's actually living tissue, and it has a thin protective layer of algae and bacteria, which can be damaged if we touch or rub it. So swimming with them is more than enough. It feels almost unreal. And it's probably the most common experience that you will ever have.
Alright teman-teman, we are back at the harbor after a fantastic dive trip. Special shout out to Welcome Manado who helped arrange the boat for this trip. And now it's time for some makan siang. Because there's one thing that we have to try if we come to Manado, and that is a small local restaurant called Tante Ola. Let's head over there, check out the local cuisine and fill our bellies with babi. Let's go. Alright, we have made it to Resto Tante Ola, and it doesn't look like much from outside. It looks like a hole in the wall, but as soon as you open the corridor, you can smell the meat that's being cooked out front. So, I'm so hungry. Let's go and try it out.
Restaurant Tante Ola has been around for the last 22 years. And looking at the interior, you would never know that this is one of the best spots in town. The once white menu photos have turned yellow a long time ago. All the photos on the walls are of Jesus and the tables are covered in plastic cloth. But it's not the looks that brings people here. It's the spicy and salty pork skewers sizzling in fat on the grill. And in the street window, they have a lot of different options, like a wide selection of vegetarian dishes, fried fish and chili, fried potato patties, fried chicken, and pork in any way you could possibly imagine. They even put a full rice cooker on your table.
Alright, teman-teman, this looks amazing. There are so many options. We have a ton of different vegetables and we have a lot of different variations of pork. Some is sweet, some is spicy. My saliva is running. And this one. There is so much fat on this, but I think it will be worth it. Test dulu. So tender, salty, perfect amount of spicy, a little bit of crispy. Ini yang crispy ya?
Yeah.
Pretty much just pure fat with a little bit of meat as well. Oh my god. If you're on a diet, don't go here. But if you want really good food, come here. Wow. Wow.
And to end the day, my sponsor FIFGROUP had arranged for me to meet with the local Honda motorcycle community. They had all watched my videos, and I felt super honored that they had all taken time to come and meet me in person. And it was then time to pack my gear and get on a ship. Because in the next episode, my trip continues further north to the island of Siau, home to one of Indonesia's most active volcanoes. We will discover the island's treasures, from its unique spices, once more valuable than gold, to its rare wildlife. From landscapes carved by the fire, to beaches that feels like an untouched paradise. place where the locals live at the mercy of the mountain. Stay tuned.